All right, everybody, welcome back for another week of Half Circle Back. We got my co-host Tim. Tim, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. What's going on with you?
Same old shit, man. What you been up to for the past week?
Yeah.
It's even been a week. Technically, it's only been like 4 days.
Yeah, because
Actually, no. It's close enough to a week now.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure. Why not? All right. So, last time we left off, you know what I'm saying? We were back on the grind. You know what I'm saying? We're still out here playing. I'm getting my toes back in it, It's now I got my
saw
whole
you
feet.
entered a NOBC yesterday.
Yeah, using the call with me, bro.
Yeah, I know. Why don't you go ahead and share how that went?
Hey man, I entered other tournaments before that too.
Okay, well go ahead. Go ahead and share your experience.
Oh, okay. So enter Beta Bash, right? Look, Punk's Beta Bash. Go check it out. So it's okay, Rand. Maybe some things could be done a little bit different, but I get it. Boy, I got rolled up in that. I think I went like 1 and 2.
Damn. Well, I mean, those are stacked tournaments, so
they're stacked tournaments. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I haven't had a chance to play like in a tournament in a while. So, like,
so you got the nerves back, those tournament nerves.
I got a little bit of tournament nerves. I gotta get that back in check. Then I enter RSF. Boy, that was a shaky tournament too. I think I went like 4 and 2, 3 and 2 in that.
Respectable.
Yeah, And then enter NLBC.
Holy shit! That's the big boy tournament.
That is definitely a big boy tournament. I'm on the fence about entering that one again next week.
How come?
I'm like, I was like, yo, I'm throwing in this $10 for an online tournament. I'm gonna be crazy.
But, I mean, it's for a good cause.
Yeah, it's going for a good cause. So, like, I mean, that's why I'm on the fence. Like, I'll do it again, but holy shit, I gotta set my shit up. That was bad, but yeah, that dude's flag. I don't know, Chief. I don't know. Capcom, like, y'all gotta go back to like the Street Fighter 4 days. You know what I'm saying? And look, I do it too. I have like 2 accounts with different flags on it. Correction.
Yeah.
I have 2 accounts with they're both like British flags or whatever. Blah blah blah. But still, they gotta change some shit to where if they're in America or like at least if their system is set, whatever to a region they're in, then it should be that, kind of like Street Fighter 4 days. Because that dude's flag.
You could have called like an admin to be like, "Yo, can we verify where this guy's playing from? Because I don't think he's in a region where he should be playing in this tournament."
I could have done that, but at that point, it was just like, all right. I wasn't even supposed to really enter LBC anyway, so it was just like whatever at that point. But no, I probably should have done that. I actually thought about it too. I was like, but at that point, I was just like already frustrated. Like, all right.
You were just probably like, "Fuck this! I'm tired of playing. Let me go hit up my girl and play some shit."
Oh yeah, I entered. OG John has a tournament as well. I entered that on Tuesday as well. That's right. I did okay in that. I should have beat Rob TV.
You should have cooked Rob. And I'm over here watching this, like, bro, you could have beat him. You actually should have beat him.
Like that. Look, there was definitely a Tim moment in there. All right.
I mean, there's plenty of Tim moments.
There's definitely a Tim moment. Look, the Chun wasn't cooking, bro. The G,
it's okay, man. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. Look, man, he's had about like 4 months though.
Damn, so you're trying to say it still ain't nice for 4 months?
Yeah, bro.
Talk your shit, Tim. Go ahead.
Hey, no, look, I'll let our guests handle that. You know what I'm saying? Because our guests have to get the run back at some point. But yeah, the journey has been it's been good. I like the progress I've been making. But yeah, man, that's what I've been up to. I haven't really watched anything new either.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat with that. I hadn't really been watching anything for real.
I got to start Westworld season 3. Like, it's sitting right there in the queue.
I mean, you should, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I mean, it has its ups and downs. I'll say that. I don't want to like spoil it for you, but yeah,
As long as it's
I
not
wouldn't
as
be
like
expecting much from it.
if it is it season 2 kind of like disappointing.
No, I mean it's better than season 2.
Okay,
It's a very easy bar to pass, but yeah, it's better than that.
Damn, you know what? Hold on, is Tessa Thompson in season 3?
Who is that? I don't know the act. I don't know the acting name.
Oh, it's the black chick who was like trying to like. Oh, here's a spoiler. Well, here's a. You should watch season 2 by now. It's the body Dolores had remade or whatever clone.
Yeah, she's in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's what you're watching the show for?
I mean, I watched the show. It's a good show, but you know.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
Tessa Thompson is definitely a plus. It's definitely a plus. You know.
He's like, well, there's eye candy, you know.
Yeah,
So.
you know, like season 2 was rough.
Yeah,
but yeah. But yeah, man, that's about it.
Shit. What have I been up to? Same old shit. Still working. I think I only entered RSF this week, which I won, but it was that was a bit rough. That was a big ass tournament. It had like 94 people, which they take forever when they have a big bracket like that. So
you know what's crazy? I definitely went somewhere. Oh no, I went to go play Call of Duty after that. I come back. And this was like 2 hours later. Like it was still going. I'm like, holy shit! Like that's a lot of people. I think it was money on the line, right?
Yeah, I guess I think. God, I wish I remember this dude's name already. But yeah, somebody put $100 up. So, and I guess they're starting to do the payout top 3 because the last time they did it, I think they only gave the person who won the money, which is kind of shitty, to have that big of a tournament and then, only pay out just the first place person. But
I mean, it's their money.
Yeah, I mean they can do whatever they want to, but yeah, I think paying out top 3 is a little bit better. So like even if you don't win it, you know what I mean, you at least feel like you got something out of it than sitting in front of your computer or in front of your console for 3.5 hours and then getting nothing. So
go ahead, let me hold $20 right quick, bro.
That money's been spent. So
you spend on OnlyFans? Who are you simping for?
Actually, no, I bought a new stream deck.
So is it Hydrax, whatever her name is?
Look, man, we're not talking about that on stream. I don't stream on podcast, but yeah, other than that, I've been playing so the other thing I've been trying to do is I've been wanting to play a bunch of older RPGs that I've been wanting to beat for like years, but just never did. So like I started streaming Chrono Trigger the other day. So I've been playing that, which it's classic. I don't really know what else you can say about it other than 10 out of 10 game.
Never played it.
So, really?
Yeah.
You're not really big on JRPGs though, right?
I'm not the biggest, but funny enough you say that. They put on the Xbox Game Pass Final Fantasy 9. So that was actually the only Final Fantasy game I've actually played over 50% of. That was
pretty good.
Yeah. I might go back and try to finish it up.
See, there you go. Then go ahead and get a Persona 5 Royal, you know what I'm saying? Royale.
Go ahead.
The fuck it is.
Go ahead and hook your boy up, bro.
What? For that?
Yeah. Go ahead, hook me up, bro.
Get your GM back, I'll buy it for you.
You heard it here first, people.
Remember the last time we did a challenge like this? You didn't come through, but this is on record now. So go ahead and get GM.
What's the deadline?
June 14th.
June 14th. Yeah, a month. Okay,
that's a month. You can't get GM in a month, Pim. That's a problem.
Easy peasy.
Okay.
I want you to know when I got remember when like we did that right, and I didn't get the deadline, but when I got master, I got grandmaster in like 3 weeks. Honestly, it shouldn't even took me 3 weeks at that point.
I mean, you should have just done it during the deadline, so you could have cashed in. But
look, bro, I still haven't played God of War yet either. That's wild.
Yeah, so you could have been played it.
Yeah.
All right, enough bullshitting. So I figured I'd bring on because basically we just kind of been using this for me to kind of just have an excuse to talk to people, talk to the homies. So figured I'd bring on one of the I'll go ahead and say it, one of the best Urians, good homie of mine. So Rushdown, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
I mean, he all right.
Damn.
Fuck you, Tim.
Wow, come on.
You can get your GM back before you talk to me like that.
Wow, you know what?
Didn't I take your GM actually?
No, you didn't take my GM.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Like
or I took your master. I took one
look,
from
look, you didn't get it in between my cheeks, okay? All right.
There's tapes. There's tapes. You did that on stream.
Well, you didn't get in between my cheeks.
I mean, look, I saw the sets. He definitely was digging in your ass.
Look. That was
She gonna say it was weakened Tim.
You know what I'm saying? that was Tim. He's trying to get his feet back in the game. You know what I'm saying? Look, all right. I ain't gonna. Let me just take my booty for free. You know what I'm saying? Everything has a price.
I ain't paid up yet.
This is true.
Also, Tim, I heard you talking about RPGs, Final Fantasy 9. You used to play Final Fantasy 10. That's where it's at. I'll die on that hill. But that's
a good game
conversation for a different guest.
I'll think about it.
I'll buy you that. I'll buy you that game. You promised me you'll beat it in a month.
In a month?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta do it after the GM bet.
Bro, GM is 1 day. That's like a solid 4-hour challenge.
Nah, Tim's at like 30K, so he still he got a second to go.
Tim, tell you what, you pay me $30, I'll get you GM in 1 day.
Nah, bro. No.
You gotta
use that $30. You gotta use that $30 to money match Rob TV again, bro.
Oh man, don't talk about it. I lost 1 money match in 2 months, and that's the only money match anyone ever knows I played. Gotta be tight.
You gotta. Hey man, you're known. You're known for a man for putting up his money. And normally backing it up, but you didn't back it up, bro.
Hey man, it happens. Some days you're just not feeling it.
Right. Hey, I can respect that.
Some days it's a 4-bar connection. You don't know what to tell you.
All right, so I guess the first question I had was like, what got you into fighting games, or like, I guess what was your introduction to the FGC? Because you're fairly new. I think Street Fighter V is the first competitive fighting game you played.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
so
the first fighting game all together, or just like first competitive fighting game?
Played Street Fighter 4 maybe like 2 or 3 weeks before 5 came out, but like I didn't know how to do a DP. Like I couldn't do DP Ultra. Like so yeah, it's the first game I played. But I mean, I got the same story I feel like a lot of people have. So all right, MKX was coming out, and they were doing all those combat casts or whatever, and they were showing the characters or whatever. And I didn't really like MK, but one of my friends at work, he was super into it, so he got me watching them. And then like MK came and went, and I never played it, whatever. But I watched all the YouTube videos. So the YouTube algorithm decided one day that it was going to recommend a show to me. And I feel like you might know that show. I think it's called Excellent Adventures with Gutex and Mike.
Oh, yeah.
That's a classic.
We're all...
Yeah. So it was them, and it was Smug, K-Brad. And I started watching those, and that didn't get me interested. But I did watch all those, and that got me recommended some competitive games. So I think I started watching some Wednesday Night Fights stuff, and that's what really got me into it. Actually, I remember the game. So there's a young man playing Guile in Wednesday Night Fights, and this young man was so good that when he took the shades off, they were plus on whiff.
Oh,
I remember that video. That shit had me dying laughing, and that was, I think, when I decided I was like, you know what, Street Fighter 5 is coming out in like a month. I'll peep this.
Man, that was such a good match.
Nobody
talks about that. It's like one of the funniest Street Fighter 4 matches.
I tried to look it up the other day. I couldn't find a video of it. I feel like it got took down because it was explicit content. I'm not even joking.
Tim, do you remember this at all?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It was Brent. All right, so Knuckle Dude went to Cali for something. I don't remember what it was, but there was a Wednesday Night Fights. He was there, and he played Brent. I want to say it was either like winners finals or like grand finals or something like that. and he picks is Guile Rufus. Brent plays Rufus. Dude's playing Guile, and he's just like Knuckle Dude's just being a dick. I mean, he's just doing.
That sounds about right during that
taking
time.
them off, putting the shades on, taking them back off. When he tries to jump in to punish the shades, he flash kicked. I think he did flash kick FADC, put the shades on. He actually could have killed him, but he was just being an asshole.
And I think Harris was actually commentating that match, wasn't he?
I think so.
I think it's weird because I don't remember seeing Harris at Wednesday Night Fights ever, but that excites me. That was. I feel like that game being one of the ones that got me into the game really explains a lot about my play style. I feel like
you've definitely been referred to as kind of an asshole when you play.
Yeah, I feel like Tim, you didn't see the match, but just imagine me playing Guile like an asshole. That's what the match looked like.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I remember dude doing a lot of that back in the day though, of like, and everybody was like getting pissed about it, and it brought like this discussion of like, man, taunting sucks or whatever, blah blah blah, and I think he was teabagging people during that time as well.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a thing that was going on.
With it was plus on with what?
Yeah. Well,
it felt like it. He was definitely getting
like walking up, putting the shades on, and then punishing him for trying to punish the shades. It was great. Harris was losing his shit.
Oh boy.
Okay, so Street Fighter V was your first game. Who did you? So you play Urian, but who did you play when you? I guess since Urian wasn't out, I guess till what the season? He was season 2, right?
Season 1.
Season 1, last character. Season 1.
Yeah. Okay, so who did you start with?
He wasn't good in season 1.
Yeah.
Actually, crazily enough, the character I planned on starting with day 1 was Font, but I realized I couldn't play Charge. Not a Charge player, apparently. So I switched to Karen day 1, and that's who I played for most of season 1. But being bad, I think I was like silver at the end of season 1. I decided it wasn't really about that life, so I switched to Mika, which I think was a correct choice in season 1.
Yeah.
You did not have to think to play that character.
This wall.
No, you could definitely get away with kind of going through the motions.
Crouch light kick, crouch heavy punch, plus on block.
Yeah. I think the string I used to always do was forward heavy punch in the corner, stand medium punch, micro walk back like a little bit, and crouch heavy punch was always +1 if you did that.
It was like
that was
plus. It was so dumb.
Yeah.
It was Mika with Psycho Axe. That's crazy that was a thing. Mika with Psycho Axe and 8 frames of input delay.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Hit confirmable clap. That was another pretty good thing too.
Don't forget about the invisible wall.
Yeah, the mid-screen wall bounce. I missed the mid. I actually kind of like the mid-screen wall bounce.
I mean, I did too, but it was fucked up. But
yeah, it was fucked up. But it let you do like when you knew that the wall bounce was going to kill, you could taunt mid-screen. That was great.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Tim, did you not play season 1?
I did. I did play season 1.
Tim started out as a Vega player, and then I think in the beta you played Vega, right?
So the beta didn't come out during I went to Six Flags, and I don't think Vega was out during the time of the Six Flags, so I was definitely playing Birdie the whole time.
Okay.
And then so they brought Street Fighter 5 to Six Flags, and so me and Nice One, like a couple dumbasses, went to Atlanta, paid like $65 just to play a beta of Street Fighter 5 for a day.
Yeah, I respect that.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I played Barely, then Vega came out. That's when Vega had a -2 heavy, or I think it was heavy roll, it was -2. Or I think it was light roll was heavy 2. Oh, it was -2. But either way, I was one of the people doing that bullshit online. Like doing jab, roll, and then just fucking up people.
Yeah, I wasn't really good enough in season 1 to ever know like the obscure characters like Vega. I don't remember Vega being a problem, but I don't think I ever played a Vega. In season 1.
He was a little annoying, but like I wouldn't say
he's a little annoying right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's pretty annoying right now.
He went from like annoying to like now he's just kind of degenerately bad. Like he's not good, but he's just annoying. Like is how degenerate he is.
The cross up EX wall. I don't
Oh
know.
my god.
Sky High Claw, like that.
Yeah.
It's degenerate. I don't care what anyone says. The fact that he
No. I agree with you. Like it took me a long time to actually like react to it.
I
I'm
play
like,
Metro M, the laggy dude. I think he's from the DMV. You can't block that.
Yeah.
Where's that guy? I just EX headbutt him. It's impossible.
Oh, that's
Even
his
if you know
classic.
it's
He's
got
got to do that into V trigger to make it safe.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time.
So what made you want to play Urian?
So I was watching NLBC, and there's a guy, Master Mike.
Oh yeah.
He did this one. All right. Well, first of all, Urian was fucked up. I knew Urian was fucked up. One of my friends was playing Urian, and I was like, "Listen, motherfucker, this character's broken, and it's the only reason you're beating me." And I was silver at the time, but I was definitely right. So I watched Master Mike, and he hit some weird setup on. I don't remember who he was playing, but it was like EX headbutt, EX tackle, far mirror, tackle into it, and then the double mirror setup where it's like both sides into back throw.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw that, and I spent like 3 hours trying to do it because I'd never played Charge before, and that was fun. So I kept doing that. That's it. He's fun to land. That's the only reason.
Because you definitely you come off as like a player that likes to kind of find those little weird setups.
Yeah, I feel like I used to more than I do now. Now it's kind of. I feel like Urian, ever since the forward medium punch nerf, has kind of been a little more like homogenized. Like all his setups kind of look very similar now. It's not as freeform as it used to be.
I still feel even if they did get
for Street Fighter 5, it's still very freeform. Not gonna.
Yeah.
I have to say that.
Because I still feel like I see some different ones every now and then. You know what I mean? But maybe they just
threw a new one yesterday that I'd never seen before. That was like Abigail specific, and I was like, I might learn that, but do I really want to learn an Abigail specific 50-50?
Yeah. That's kind of the way I am. Like I don't want to end up like, okay, so the way I try and approach things, like one, I'm lazy, so I don't like to think about a lot of extra things. So it's like when you find little obscure things like that, it's like if it's not like super useful, where it's like, oh well, I'm going to use this every single time when I play this character, play against this character, and it's like I don't really want to learn it because it's just like it's just taking up space, you know?
Yeah, as another lazy player, I agree with that. I used to not be as lazy because I was worse and I had to try really hard to beat people, but now that I'm slightly better, I don't have to try. Now that Uri was better too, so I just need to say I think I use like season 2 mix-ups when I mix people up. Like I think I use the automatic mix-up the most. The fucking EX fireball forward medium punch fake dash under. Like that's the only I use.
I mean, it's good. I mean, you might as well.
I don't think you need mix-ups with Urian. Like at all.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I could agree with that to an extent. Like he's solid enough that you can win off neutral, but like if shit hits the fan and you're at like a deficit, he can get scummy enough that you can make a comeback.
Yeah, but I was saying, like, I don't think you need complicated mix-ups. Like crouch, medium kick, Aegis activation, and block, overhead, throw, low is really as scummy as you need to get.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's a fucked up situation for anyone to be in, especially if you add like walk forward headbutt. Like you don't need anything super fancy. I mean, if I'm playing with someone like Tim, I'll do something fancy just to style on him and wake him up. But because I know he's sleeping over there in the corner. Tim's got 2 modes: fully asleep and EX bullhorn. So if he ain't doing one, he's doing the other.
Look, man, Urian is a degenerate character. All right.
I mean, you play a character that used to be pretty degenerate and is still kind of degenerate.
Yeah, the character's pretty honest. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty honest.
He's not okay. He's not as bullshit as he used to be, but he's still pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, look, I can't get it. That's agreeable.
That's
reasonable. That's agreeable. Yeah, that's reasonable. You know, look, man, the character you gotta work a lot harder than you used to.
Absolutely,
yeah.
I agree.
You know,
you gotta like space those sand heavy punches. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? It's wild.
What a concept!
Why?
I got not whiffing. I got the same shit. My sand heavy punch getting crazy whiff punish nowadays. People used to have to jump that. Now they just sit there and whiff punish. It's crazy. It's upsetting.
Right?
It's like being good at the game wins you games. It's fucking obnoxious.
Crazy, right? It's not like you can just like stand full screen and do circle back, punch and like just whip someone like they're a slave or something, right?
Wow, hold on. Why you got to bring up a
Poison works
slave
hard.
thing?
It's not like poison or anything, right?
Poison
Oh,
working hard.
look, you could jump at any time.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. You're right.
I could lose, 25, 30% just because you said, oh shit, this is kind of hard. Let me just hold up for it.
I will say the one time Poison's not working hard is when she does crouch medium kick activate. That's a little suspect when she gets 50% off that.
Yeah.
Look, just don't walk back,
Oh, okay.
You're good.
All right.
And I have noticed a lot of Poison players, and I'm not sure if this is a recent thing, just mash stand heavy kick and block strings. Have they always been doing that, or is that?
I've been doing it for a minute, but no, I think people just started picking it up because that button is pretty degenerate.
Yeah, like I got crush countered playing versus Flux in RSF, which I won, by the way, Tim. And he just kept doing it. And I just didn't understand it.
That was a pretty good dig. Are you saying I can't win an RSF?
You definitely.
Tim has gotten close, but I think he got like. Hold on, you did get like 7th or 8th. No, second. It wasn't the 8th. It'd be 7th.
I got second.
You did not.
You got second.
Who'd
you lose to?
Oh my god! I know I beat Space Boy.
He played soccer. You don't count.
Jesus Christ! I have to go back. I have to go back and check the tapes. I definitely got second.
I don't believe you.
I really wish I could.
Hit me up on the Twitter DMs. I'll pay you $5 if you got second in it. So
it's either second or third. Like I have to go check.
I'll let you hold 5. No. Second. No third.
All right. It's either second and third.
Hit up the boy Sniffles on Twitter. He has like all the stats.
All right. I'll hit him up.
And I really wish I could remember who that was against. I'm too lazy to go dig it up, but yeah.
Was it me?
Probably knows.
I feel like I beat Tim before in ours.
I feel like it might have been you. I lost to.
I think that's pretty funny if it is.
I think it may have been you in that tournament I lost to. Because look, I was like, yo, I remember.
But it's top 8.
I remember because look, I always got top 8, right? Every time I entered, I pretty much always got top 8.
Right. See, you're saying that, but remember, Sniffles keeps the stats. I can see the stats if I go look those up.
Look, Greg can definitely vouch.
I want to say you got it. You did get it sometimes. You wouldn't always get it, but you did get it sometimes. Hold on.
The time when I was entering like every Monday, just about. Look, I was definitely in top 8. Now, did I make it anywhere past top 8? Sometimes, but no.
Past top 8, super top 8, like final top 8.
Look, man, Jesus Christ!
I'm just if there's a bracket beyond top 8, I got to know about that. I'm in some of those.
Look, man, every time I enter, right, the goal was to meet Greg in like somewhere in top 8, and it never happened. Because
I think we did have to play one time, didn't we?
I feel like I saw that in the bracket once, and I said something about it.
I'm not for sure.
I'm pretty sure I played you once at least in RSF, and I think I picked Blanca.
You went Blanca.
No, I don't think you would. No, you wouldn't disrespect me like that. No, you see, if you would have said
Blanca you in bracket before,
there was a time where Greg had a really good Blanca.
Oh, when was this?
Remember that con tournament we had in Dothan or whatever? And
no,
in winners bracket.
You picked Poison.
No.
Yeah.
I picked Blanca in winners bracket, and then when we played in grand finals, I picked Dawson. You really don't. I could look. I'm pretty sure the archives.
I want to say you picked Poison, bro.
Nah.
Yeah. Look, I would have said some words that day if you would have picked Sim.
I did pick Sim. High Fight had the clip. I'm gonna find the High Fight clip first.
Okay. Oh, no. No. Okay. I remember Sim. Yeah, I remember Sim. I don't remember Blanca. I definitely remember Poison somewhere. Remember there's a Poison somewhere.
Greg, did you get second at DreamHack Atlanta with Blanca? Did you win? I remember.
I won DreamHack Atlanta, but I didn't pick Blanca.
No, that was Red Bull.
Oh yeah, that was Red Bull. I got second, but I didn't pick I had to pick Blanca against Terrence. I had to scum it out.
Yeah, no one. You can't be Terrence. You can't be Terrence. You got to do random nonsense. He's too
I was
good.
like, the sim pick wasn't working anymore, so I was like, you know what? All right, let me go ahead and go for the random pick. Maybe he doesn't know this, and I can just go ahead and take this one game that I need.
Oh yeah, man, that was a rough year for you, bro.
How? You mean I kept getting second and shit?
Yeah.
And I was
Like, yeah.
look, man.
Second place ain't bad, dog.
But it didn't get him to Red Bull though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, the funny thing about that tournament I lost to Adam at, that had been the first time Adam's ever beat me in tournament. Like to that day. I felt like I was Adam's demon for the longest because he could never beat me in tournament.
Yeah, because you play solid.
Well, look, that day I wasn't solid enough because he definitely fucked me up. And it felt like he thought about it. Like he like playing him that day, he played completely different from like how I'd ever played him in tournament. But like he definitely wanted to win that tournament. I could tell he actually kind of thought it through. So
he like played some neutral and shit.
I mean, yeah, he was playing neutral. He definitely fucked me up.
So he's doing a lot of stand fierce, right?
I mean, stand fierce, stand light kick.
He was doing Colini X tackle. I mean, full screen dash light kick.
That did happen a couple times.
The meterless EX tackle.
Couple random counters that just clip my jab for whatever reason. So
that's the one thing I'll give Adam credit about. He's really good with the parry. I can't call him random with it.
Unless I'm gonna call it random sometimes because he definitely just be like, "Oh shit, he keeps jabbing. Let me just throw this out." Hopefully it works.
The only time he does it random is when he does whiff V skill, says "fuck, I whiffed," and then does parry after.
God, I remember when V skill used to be like -7, and if you spaced it out, you couldn't really punish it.
It's
season 2
right
Colleen was obnoxious with V skill.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
She still gets that in V trigger.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah, and V trigger is fucked up because she still does that.
Yeah, you got to punish with like a Urian doesn't get stand medium punch anymore. He's got to do like crouch medium.
Yeah, a birdie. So you just got to look at it and just not press a button. Otherwise, you get fucked up. And just hopefully he whips the next button. But anyways, to get back on track here. So lately, I feel like Urian kind of went up the tier list as soon as season 5 dropped. And people are kind of theorizing that he was getting better with that V skill too, but now I feel like we've had online tournaments, which it is what it is. It's not necessarily the best representation of kind of how this game should be, but it's a pretty good indicator. But I think people have been seeing a lot of Urian lately. But I mean, what do you think brought him up the tier list this season? Because he was a strong character last season, but now people are putting him in like top 3 now.
Top 1. Yeah. I think he is top 3. I think he's 3rd. I don't think he's top 1 like Tokido says or whatever. But I mean, you can check the tweets. I saw the V skill reveal, and literally as soon as I saw it, before I even landed, I said, "You fucked up." The worst thing you could have given Urian was a good V skill. Not only did they give him a good V skill that builds V meter, they gave him a good V skill that fixes a lot of his bad matchups. Like his kind of subpar fireball game was holding him back. By the way, Tim, I heard that. Yeah. So you said you put your phone on silent. You lied. That was literally the pre-show. But yeah, the V skill, not only did they give him a V skill that counters some of his bad fireball matchups like Guile, Sagat, whatever, even matchups like Sakura. Sakura used to go pretty even with Urian in the fireball war. Now she really can't afford to do that. It's also a V skill that gives him optimal corner damage. Like you gave him a V skill that helps him beat Guile, and then on stun combos gives him more damage than headbutt loops. And on top of that, builds V meter on whiff. Like it was an oversight, I would say.
Yeah,
I don't think he needed that. The other low key buff that I think a lot of people underrate is EX Fireball going +2. That was kind of a big deal.
Oh yeah, it used to be +1, right? So 3 friend tags would just mash in the corner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if I'm like going into like there's that common Urian ender where he does like medium kick knee forward punch in the corner. And like crouch light punch, and then a lot of the times you'll try to frame trap with crouch fierce there because it's a 4-frame frame trap, fucks people up for bad damage, or like sand medium punch. And then you
Yeah.
just confirm into EX Fireball if it doesn't hit. But now you get to keep pressure there. People got to spend V reversal. That's huge. I think the reason Urian does so well in online tourneys, though, is because he's one of the only characters where, like, say you play me for like 100 games to learn a matchup, you might in 2 games versus Burkish see 5 things I've never done. Like he's one of the only characters in the game, I think, where you kind of have very free-form expression of the character. Like what I do with the character is not what Burkish does, isn't what Prophet does, isn't what Dragon Soul is looking for. And you don't really see that in a lot of characters.
And I guess I really noticed that just kind of because I played you a lot, and then playing Mandrake, which y'all have 2 totally different styles. Like Mandrake's super active, like he's like he's always doing something. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to really tell what he's gonna do all the time.
Yeah. And it gets more pronounced like when we have Aegis. Like he's always looking for the Aegis opening to put you in a bad spot. I'm more looking to let you hang yourself with Aegis, and if you don't know the little differences in the matchup, like if you're playing versus Mandrake like it's me, when I have Aegis, you're going to get got, and vice versa.
Yeah.
But if I play versus you, I'm going to know all Tim shit, right? Because like Birdie's just not that. He's not that complicated.
No, he's a very simple character.
Yeah, I'm gonna know his Oki setups. I'm just gonna have to guess right on the command grabs, throws, whatever.
Yeah. There's not really much you can do with a character like that, which I like because I like simple characters that kind of they kind of let me play the game, right? Like it's just all I got to do is kind of the same thing to everybody. It's just a question of like how do they respond to things?
Birdie lets you beat someone just by being better than them at the game.
Yeah. Like you can't really. I guess you can gimmick people, but like you're not gonna get win a bunch of games like that.
No,
like you're not gonna win RSF doing fucking full screen Bull Revenger and whatnot.
Or like Bullhorn in the EX Bullhorn if they try to miss the punish or whatever. Like
huh?
But
oh, you came back for that, huh?
Yeah,
no, I've been here the whole time.
Oh, okay. Definitely on the phone. Shut up.
I will definitely hear it all the time.
But yeah, and it's not a bad thing for a character to be straightforward. But I'm just saying, like, if I play versus you, I understand everything that every other birdie's doing. Most of the time, like 90% of their game plan's the same. It's like,
I don't know, man. I feel like
if you play versus a Colleen, every single Colleen is just a watered down Neon, right?
For the most part, I mean, they might do a little less, or they might do one more of something that he doesn't do or whatever. But well, they don't have the setups, right? But they're going to play neutral generally about the same.
Yeah, they're going to play neutral. They're going to use like one of his setups. They're not going to have all of them, but they're going to have like the 2 that he does.
Yeah.
And I just don't think you can say that about Urian, which is good. I think other characters like that, like Rashid and Akuma, that's why they're so good too. Because they can just give you so many different looks. Colleen to an extent can too, actually, because Momochi is really different. Punk's Colleen's really different from Neon's too. But that's about it.
Yeah, they're not nearly as set play heavy.
Yeah.
Do you think that, I guess another thing I was attributing to Urian being better this season was I felt like some of his bad matchups got nerfed, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Urian was last season, I think Urian had like the strength of a top 5 character, but his matchups were just so bad that like if you were playing Urian in tournament, he had losing matchups, in my opinion, versus all of top 5. Every top 5 character was a 4-6 against. And a lot of the reason I think those people went from thinking that Urian was, strong and kind of cheap to top 2, top 1, whatever, is that they went from playing Urian in a 4-6 matchup where Urian had Aegis as an equalizer to playing Urian in a 5-5 matchup where he has Aegis as just checkmate.
Yeah.
Right. Like there's such a difference when Urian has to play from behind in some matchups and then has Aegis like as his comeback factor to when he doesn't even need Aegis, he just has it as, the cherry on top. And I think most matchups now are that way. Like I only think Urian loses 3 matchups this season. I only think one of them is so bad that I would call it like a 6-4. And that's Cammy, in case anyone was curious. So tell Zap this.
That's what I was going to ask.
Stop complaining about the matchup.
I think he complains about every matchup.
Yeah. I respect that. As a complainer myself, I respect that.
Okay, so another question I had was, so like in the time I've known you, you've definitely like improved a lot. Like probably more than like most people that I would have known from like because I remember I used to play you. Used to
In
come on my
season
stream
3,
and
I
I would
was
play you
gold.
with Sim.
Season
Yeah.
3, I was gold.
Yeah, and like it used to come in my stream and I'd play you with Sim or whatever. And but even since like I feel like I've just seen you just like, grow a lot as a player, but like you have anything in particular that you would attribute your like you getting better to, is it just you've been labbing a lot more, just putting more time into the game, or like you
I
think
definitely put a lot of time into it. I don't think you can be good without putting time in.
yeah.
Like, I don't buy into the natural talent thing. The natural talent might like cut down some of the lab time, but you still got to put in a long time. I just think it's that I'm older, honestly, than a lot of the players. Like I'm not old, but I'm like 28. I
Yeah.
started playing later, and I think like learning a skill is a skill itself. So a lot of these kids that are playing, like if you're 17, 18, whatever, and you're learning how to play a fighting game, it honestly might be the first thing you're learning in your life seriously that you would call a skill, right? Like unless you play like a musical instrument, unless you know other languages, things like that,
Hmm.
or play sports, which whatever. But I don't know. It's just hard to learn anything. And I think if you the more stuff you learn, the faster you kind of get at learning. It's
Yeah.
easier to pick up stuff. Also, I
Yeah.
played instruments growing up, so I think that actually helps. I think it's really similar learning musical instruments and learning fighting games.
I was about to say I played. Oh god, I'm really about to say this on the podcast. So I was in band in junior high and I
Exactly.
played
You
trombone.
played French horn?
You
That's
fucking
trombone?
nerd.
No, I
You
played
fucking
trombone.
nerd. You
It makes me
fucking
feel way better,
dweeb.
guys. I played
Holy
trumpet
shit.
in high school.
You
It was the
fucking.
worst fucking instrument I could have picked because like I had to ride the bus and and like
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to bring a fucking trombone on the fucking bus.
You look the type of dude who plays the trombone.
He
The fuck does
does.
that
Right?
even mean?
It was that or the French horn. You look like the fucking like stereotypical band nerd, dude. like
I don't know how to feel about that.
like if you were animated on The Simpsons, you'd be on the bus sitting next to Millhouse with your giant ass fucking trombone, and I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. That's there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I played trumpet in high school, but I also play guitar, bass a little. I tried drums, I wasn't good.
That's what I really wanted to play percussion, but I don't know why. Like I said, I don't. It was like a dumb fucking decision, and as soon as I made that decision, I regretted it immediately. But I just couldn't back out of it at that point.
You bought the kit.
Yeah.
I never played an instrument, so I wouldn't know.
Hey man,
It's fun.
You didn't miss out.
I mean,
It's fun, but it's hard because you really got to learn by yourself. I mean, unless you have like equally bad people to make a really bad band in. You got to just sit at home and do scales and all sorts of stuff, which honestly you need to do in fighting games too. The other thing about getting better is like a lot of people just play for fun, and I don't think you can do that. Like you got to do the boring stuff. You got to put in the time.
Yeah, it's I mean, I don't know. Like fighting games to me, it's like you almost have to be a masochist to want to be better at it, to get better at it, because it's like you really have to put in work. You have to sit there and be willing to see yourself lose and then look at it again and then try and figure it out and then try again. And you might still lose. And you just kind of have to just keep, getting fucked up basically in order to get better.
It's like it's like Dark Souls, right?
Yeah.
You get your ass beat forever until you win and then you feel really good.
Yeah.
But I definitely don't think I'm a masochist. I just think I have too big of an ego to accept losses. Like I hate losing and I hate watching myself lose, and the only reason I do it is because I don't want to lose. That's literally it. If I had a slightly different personality, I'd still be like platinum because I'd be, happy with losses.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh fuck it. You come up with some other reason why you lost, not that you're not, you're not good enough.
Oh, not even that you have to come up with a different reasons. Just if you're content to just play the game to have fun, I don't think you'll ever reach. Like if you're not super competitive.
Yeah. I can kind of agree with that.
Like if you're like 4-H Tim over there, who's given no input in this conversation. He's content to just.
I definitely have, and look, I can't relate to you instrument playing people because I haven't. So
You play Street Fighter though.
I mean, I
Alright,
play
so
Street Fighter, but I don't know. Like, I guess if I compare it to like me when I used to play football and basketball and I wrestled, I guess.
Skill.
I mean,
obviously.
I don't know. Like, there are times like when I guess when I was like super going hard, I'll do like 2-a-days, right? Like, I'll definitely play in the mornings before I go to work, and then like when I come home at night, after work, whatever, I'll play for like another like 3 hours just to try to be like. And granted, like, I think the thing was like pretty much it's like what's wrong with me is like I definitely don't know how to really lab. Most of the time, I just go off of like me playing, and so like for example, Greg will show me something like just recently, right? He showed me a setup with Birdie where if I do command grab and I do a bull slider, and if they do normal recovery, like I'm what +3, +4, right?
You talking about on hit? You talking about the bull slider thing?
Yeah, on hit. Right?
Oh yeah. If you do bull slider, meaty bull slider, if they get hit, you're +4, and then like you can micro walk, command grab, and they can't walk out of it. But
Yeah. So I've been using that a lot like lately, just me playing, right? And like that's pretty much like my labbing right there. Sometimes, like if I need to learn how to whiff punish or something, like I'll do my own stupid way of learning how to whiff punish, and I'll just try to like do it my way. Greg has seen this like a lot.
I think I think it's Strider talks about this a lot. It's inefficient training, is what he would say.
Yeah,
right?
And it's like, trust me, I think it's like the worst, but it's just like my way of actually like understanding. Yeah, it's just like my way of like learning to like, I guess, deal with like other stuff. Sometimes like I'm not gonna remember every.
Different people learn different ways. So
yeah. Like I'm not gonna remember like every setup I do. Correction. Hold on. I'm not gonna remember every like. Oh, shut the fuck up! I'm not gonna remember all the. I'm not gonna remember all the numbers. I'm gonna remember the setups. I'm just gonna remember all the numbers. There's just times where I like tell myself not to be like I can't be on autopilot because there's definitely times like I'm on autopilot when I'm playing. Right. If I'm like 3 hours in, like
the problem with that is you shouldn't, because what you're doing is you're reinforcing a bad habit that's going to come to bite you in the ass in tournament, because like tournaments are all about endurance anyway. So like if you're playing for like that long, granted tournaments aren't just sitting in front of a monitor for 3 hours and playing, but if you can't like focus enough during that, if you're trying to make deep runs in a tournament and you got to play 2 hours for your pools, then you gotta go play casuals, then you gotta go play later in the day against like increasingly harder people. You got to be able to have like the mental fortitude to be like, all right, well, I need to hone in on what my opponent's doing and like what I need to do, and then be able to play the game like efficiently. But the thing about go ahead.
No, yeah.
The thing that I was gonna say, like like obviously one of your issues I think is you're not very good at like seeing situations and going back and then figuring out the answers to them, which is like, that's all that I do. So usually if I lose to something or I get hit by something that I don't know what to do, like I'm immediately going into training mode and being like, oh, okay, well, hold on. What can I do in this situation? Right. Like, what are my options? And even sometimes I'll just come up with like unconventional things. Like, you showed me that string that Terrence was doing.
Yeah.
And like, like you're like, oh, I don't know if he has an answer to this. And like within a few minutes, I was like, oh, I'll just try bullhorn, because I'm like, oh, I remember this kind of reels him back a little bit, and this should beat it, right? And see like little stuff like that. Like I'll find like little obscure ways of like dealing with setups and shit. But it's just normally just because I like to have answers, because that's one thing I hate losing to is like shit I just don't know the answer to. So
this is why you're like you're the best training partner I've ever had.
Yeah, Greg's definitely more serious than me. He's really good.
Like it's funny because like going back to that, like now I would never get hit with that setup.
True.
Hey, look, you're saying that on a podcast, so I have to.
Yeah, it's on record. I would never look, especially in the corner, right? Because like you saw how
I need to know
like
what the string is so I can see him get hit by turn.
all right, so it's so Chun will do stand medium punch, crouch heavy punch, into V skill, into jump medium kick. So in the corner when he does that string, right, it crosses up, and she still lands in front of you.
Yeah.
And I used to get hit. I forgot who did that to me. I want to say like
I feel like it's Crisp or something like that. Probably one of those.
yeah,
trends.
like some whack ass trend like that where they do it, and like I don't, and it's like look, I've never seen it before, right? And so I'm just like getting hit by it, and I'm like, yo, I'm blocking the right way. Well, luckily I played like a million games with Terrence the other day, and like now I won't get hit by that, especially in the corner. And now I know like hey, I have the bullhorn it. So look.
Yeah, you just got to be dedicated enough to actually go and find the answers to stuff, you know. And it's hard. I mean, I get it. It's not fun, but to me, that's where the fun is because I like to know that.
This is why
so
I
can fuck people up for going for shit like that. You know what I mean?
This is why I tell you things like, hey, go ahead and I don't think I can block this. Then you're just gonna take it anyway and figure it out for me to a point. So
there's definitely nothing more fun than hitting someone with something and having their reaction be, "God damn, I didn't know that was punishable." Like, I love when people do that autopilot shit and just die for it, and they're like, didn't know that was an option.
All right, cool. So what's the other topic I guess I wanted to run into? Oh, okay, so I know one of the discussions that sparked that the money match was the discussion of online versus offline. You know, people kind of I feel like people still kind of discount online results a lot, which I don't think necessarily. I mean, I get it. They're not.
You can.
safe.
I don't.
Huh?
You can definitely discount them a little bit, but there's too much consistent. Like, if you host a tournament online on the East Coast, I will just take Knuckle Dew and IDOM, and you can have the field, and I think it's 50-50 that I win.
Yeah,
and I know that that's not the same level of consistency as an offline tournament. It's close. Like, yeah, IDOM lost to Metro M. He got lagged out, and he was pretty salty about it, and that was hilarious. But like, how many weeks in a row did he win NLBC online?
I think he's at like 2 right now, 2, and then do 1 3 weeks, I think, something like that. But yeah, though,
like the only people that have won have been Capcom Cup champions and Shine.
All very strong people.
Yeah, I respect. Like, you can say that the results aren't as important as offline results, and they're not. But you can't say that bad players are winning online events.
Right.
Like, everyone always makes the joke that, like, you know, Mogo or BAB GoFundMe goes fucking 0-2 every week in NLBC. Like, I understand that it's the joke that he'll make top 8, but he just doesn't. Like,
Yeah.
I think this is a lot of people make the mistake in fighting games of focusing too much on individual situations. And they'll be like, oh, I DP'd there and it worked. It's great. Or, oh, I DP'd there and it didn't work. Bad decision. But it's all about how that decision works out over 1,000 times in your consistency in the long run. And I feel like, yes, you can have any bad specific set in an online tourney, but that's not the majority of them, right?
Yeah.
Like 95% of my matches in an online tourney are perfectly fine connection-wise as long as it's region locked. And there is the 5% where I can lose, but if I'm better than the person, I'm still probably winning most of the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, just consistency over time online isn't as high as it will be offline, but it's still there.
And even like being able to deal with the external factors of online, right? Like that's a skill in itself. Like obviously, you know, playing against shitty connections and still winning isn't easy, but yeah, it's definitely a trained skill, I think.
It happens offline too, and obviously not to the same extent. But when you go to a tourney offline, you know, you'll play at a monitor where the sound setup doesn't work, or you'll play at a monitor where the PS4's been running for 9 hours and it's overheating, or
oh god,
yeah, like
yeah.
I've played at locals where, you know, the stream setup is on from, you know, noon to 9, and you know, I get up there and I'm like, damn, this monitor feels kind of laggy, right? And like, I don't complain about it, you just deal with it.
Yeah.
That shit happens.
it's definitely an aspect of it that you kind of have to be ready for.
I remember hearing Canada Cup when they shut off the lights. Punk talking about having to play Fujimura in like a back room with no sound, and that's the only time Fujimura beat him, and he was mad tight about it. But like, I feel like I'd take an online match over those settings, right? Like, I got sound, I'm comfortable, I got my water. I don't want to have to play Fujimura in no back alley brawls with no sound. Fuck that.
Yeah, definitely don't want to lose like that.
Hey man, you could have plugged some headphones in your controller, bro.
Well, I'm also gonna say that probably they were trying to rush him out the venue at that point,
Yeah,
given
absolutely.
the situation. So I don't really think he had time to
But
get amp and do all that shit.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, no, he played on his pad, right? Just go ahead and stick it
Yeah.
right there for the earbuds. Right.
He might not have had headphones.
This is true.
Yeah. Or then maybe Fujimura's like, oh, well, then that means I can't. Maybe Fujimura can barely hear the sound. He's like, I'm cool with that. But then Punk, plugs in his headset so it disables the monitor sound. So then he's like, oh, no, let's not do that. So, I mean, it could have been.
There's always going to be external factors that are out of your control as a player. Whether it's, cool kid's wife yelling in your ear, Joy's a lovely lady, but, shit like that, or whether it's Kaba or monitor issues, sound issues, your chair could be fucked up, whatever. There's always going to be stuff to deal with. And good players just deal with it.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think IDOM doesn't deal with lag. It just doesn't affect him as much because he's just better. Same with Duke.
Yeah, and you can see that through just IDOM streaks, right? He's just running through people in ranked. Even, I mean, shit. I'm lucky if I can get a 40 game streak. Most times.
See, that's yesterday 40 game streak, laggy Akuma after laggy Akuma, and I couldn't. I have a limit as a player. I can only be so consistent for so long. IDOM doesn't. He's a machine. He's just so consistent no matter what the conditions are.
Yeah,
it's crazy to me that people will say, online doesn't matter, blah blah blah, and they got like 54% win rate in Ultra Diamonds, and I'm like, yeah, I know the conditions are bad, I know it's not optimal, but there's so much room for improvement from where you're at.
Yeah, it's just about playing. I mean, they may have shitty matches here and there, but there's bigger flaws that they have as a player before even that becoming that big of a deal.
Yeah, like you're not losing 40% of your games because of lag, because of reasons outside your control.
No, man, they're definitely losing 40% of their matches because of lag.
Like,
come on. Like
most of the players that are at, UGM plus whatever, GM plus high, 85% win rate is not rare in their last 100 matches. Like, yeah, there might be 5 games they lost to lag, but they're winning 8.5 out of 10 games, so you can't say that they're not consistently winning.
Yeah, I'm definitely afraid to look at my win rate right now.
Man, look, as long as I think if you can achieve at least about the 75% overall win rate, I think you're pretty consistent.
I definitely used to have 70%, but not anymore. I know that for a fact.
You got to step it up, man.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Birdie nerf. Now that you can get whiff punished, you lost 5 percentage points.
That's not the main focus of my concern. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not because you can't whiff that button.
Yeah,
everybody saw that shit and was like, "Damn, Birdie's dead." But then they forgot that that button reaches 3/4 screen.
Yeah.
So you can whiff punish it, but it really ain't hard to not whiff that.
Yeah. No, it's like when people jump in on me. That's when it all goes downhill.
Yeah, but again, crouch meet. See, a lot of people complain about the Birdie crouch medium punch nerf, and I get it. But Birdie as a character, the range that you have to jump at him to beat his crouch medium punch is really a range that he kind of dominates and stops you from getting into. So I don't have an issue with him needing to have like an awkward anti-air there, right?
Yeah.
Because like if you're inside Birdie's stand medium punch range jumping at him, he fucked up in neutral.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's what I kind of one of the things I was kind of saying was like, even though they nerfed that, I was like, you kind of have to think about it, right? Most of the cast couldn't even jump at Birdie, right? So he dominated the mid range. He fucked you up for whiffing, and you couldn't whiff punish him. So your only resort was to really just guess jump, and then when you did guess jump, you're probably going to get anti-aired and then put into another mix-up.
Yeah, like I mean, I know I'll get shit for this, but for a while, I was half joking, half seriously saying Birdie was top 1 in the game last season. I feel like his matchups were super good, and every time I went to the Birdie Discord, you know this, people would I'd be like, "Yo, what am I doing this matchup?" They'd be like, "Oh, just you're Urian, just dash at him." And I'm like, well, just dash and just randomly jump is my matchup. I feel like that's a really bad matchup. And they're like, "No, it's 5-5."
Huh?
So I can't play. You're trying to play neutral versus this character. You can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I did.
Oh yeah, it'd be like, oh well, you just press heavy punch, it'll just crush counter him. Like, what if you whiffs it? Like, what if you just don't? What if you just don't get hit by it? You know.
All right. So, would you rather fight Guile or Birdie? Because I know like another rough matchup for Union.
I think it's fine this season. I think the V-skill fireball is nice. I think the changes to Birdie not being able to whiff his buttons is good. I think Urian's corner pressure got a little better. I don't have a problem with the matchup now.
I have a problem with it.
Oh,
with who? Urian?
Versus Urian?
Yeah, I have a problem with it. I'm tired of these fucking Urians out here.
I think you just haven't played the matchup enough.
You know, that's probably true. But yeah, I'm so tired of losing to these.
Your main issue when you
Let me not say they're whack because not all of them are whack.
most of them are whack. It's okay.
Okay, yeah, these whack ass Urians out here, bro, just dashing all over the place. It's like holy shit.
I heard the mirror match. Don't worry.
I'm like holy shit.
Yeah,
it just can't.
Your main issue when you play me is you don't shut down my fireball game.
Like, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Like you're saying that, dude. I like so, and maybe just because like I think maybe their hurt boxes all extend probably like the same.
Urian's doesn't extend as much.
Huh?
Urian's doesn't extend as much. You're talking about
yeah. So like that's what always fucks me up. So when I'm thinking I'm like in the right range to like
bullhorn, think your first night for you where you could do it from 3/4 screen now.
Yeah, like
Ryu, you can do it with EX. You can do it with EX there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that matchup doesn't the matchup doesn't begin. You don't start playing the real matchup until you take away Urian's fireball game in that, I think. Because like if you let me zone you, it's very different. Like the pacing is different, everything's off. But
most of the time, most years they don't play the fireball matchup. They'll just dash.
Yeah.
9-second dash.
That's easy to stop, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Is it 16 frame dash?
Yeah. 16 frame dash. Yeah.
Whew. It's too quick for my old man.
It goes far, which is part of why it catches people. It definitely is a dash that you don't expect to reach as far as it does.
Like I don't know, either between him and G, it's like man.
I don't mind. G's dash is pretty easy.
Yeah, I don't think G's dash is very good. He's got it's got to be like 17 frames, right? At least.
Probably, yeah.
I have to look that up.
But it's definitely, and the other thing too is like, it's easy to spot G's because like, I mean, he doesn't have the only forward advancing stuff he has is like pretty slow, right? He's not going to do random little rush on you or something like that to where you're focused on a couple other things, right? Without V trigger, right? He's not going to do EX.
That'll do is a big fan of random forward punch.
Yeah, bro. I don't think you.
Whatever. He catches people.
He does it a lot.
Dual Kevin started doing that shit too. I thought it was Dude when I was playing him on his account.
So everybody in the house playing G?
Pretty much, yeah. Rob plays G now. You know, so
G is a 19 frame dash.
Damn. Yeah, I mean it's yeah. That's definitely within the realm of like being able to
react to. Yeah. Plus G, like he's dashing into a 4-frame button too. It's not like he's got a 3-framer that he wants to press or whatever. Or he's dashing into a 12-frame command grab. Like
yeah. You get hit with that, you kind of deserved it, you know.
Yeah. You're playing a little
definitely asleep at the wheel at that point.
I think G's a good pocket just because he kind of negates a lot of the game, right?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter how good your opponent is at that point.
Yeah, if you know the sequence, you can still win.
Yeah.
Which Urian has some stuff like that too, but I feel like Urian takes a little more in-depth work.
Yeah, you could play you could take like a Warlord G and like a Super Diamond G, and you would be just as threatened.
Yeah, as soon as you get hit by EX flow activate, like it's the same.
Yeah,
everything.
The skill doesn't matter.
Like The skill matters all before that, and maybe up to the situation leading to it. But as soon as you get hit, it's just
exactly.
What do
I'm
I
trying
do?
to think of a character where, like, I'm trying to think of a season where like, we had like a character like that.
Mika.
Season 3 Abigail.
Oh yeah.
Abigail.
Season 1 Mika's like that. I would be just as scared of like, a fucking platinum Mika as like whatever diamond Mika. Like they all they were gonna do the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Like it didn't matter. It was just like as soon as you got hit, you still had to guess the same.
Yeah, the 50-50 is the great equalizer, right?
Pretty much. Everybody's favorite part of Street Fighter 5.
I feel like G takes it to a little bit of an extreme level, but I don't mind 50. Like, characters need to be cheap.
Yeah.
Like, if there's not some asshole saying, man, that's fucking broken, like, I wouldn't enjoy playing, right?
Yeah.
Can't have a game where every character is honest. Wouldn't be fun.
Hey, I'm waiting for Honda to get to that point.
Bro,
he already is. What are you talking about?
Nah, he's not. He's not like not everybody's picking up Pocket Hondas yet.
No, yeah, because no one wants to do hands. Fuck that input.
Yeah, but if hands was like a command input, people would be playing because they'd be like, "Man, this character's dumb."
Look, it's not that bad.
The only barrier to entry for playing Honda is can you use hands?
Yeah,
that's it.
That's really it. I guarantee you, if Honda's hands were just like a command, like most of the birdie Discord would have been switched to
there would be no Alex players.
Yeah.
And honestly, Honda's another one of those characters where I feel like until like a certain No Need to Talk is kind of in his own category, but like if you're a Honda that's worse than No Need to Talk, and just by a little bit, and if you're a Honda that's way worse than No Need to Talk, you're the same player to me. I don't care. Like the matchup's the same. There's like that. You like a diamond to like right below Warlord Honda. I play you the exact same way, and I expect all of the exact same things. They just too much of his stuff is so like you don't think about it, right?
No.
Like Urian has that too. Don't get me wrong. Urian definitely has moves where you're like, fuck it, I don't want to think. I'll just do EXD after this Pro Tech or whatever.
Oh, I was gonna say EX Tackle, but yeah, that one's going.
EX Tackle's different because a lot of times people get hit by EX Tackle. They don't realize like when people walk with rhythm, they don't realize that they're whiffing buttons at certain ranges. Like you can whiff punish with EX Tackle, you can do a lot of that. Usually when you do EX knee, it's fuck it, I don't want to think.
Yeah.
Like if Akuma jumps up and does air fireball and you punish it, yeah, great job. But like 9 times out of 10, it's I'm tired of this game. I want to get in. All of Honda's moves are that.
Pretty
EX
much.
butt slam, fucking headbutt, all of it. Every move the character has is I don't want to think. Just get me in.
Give me
forward heavy kick now, and then they gave him V skill too, so it's just like his best poke, which was the issue with it was -7, and it just you could punish it, but now he could just cancel that into hands. So it's
so active. Like I feel like a lot of the time I try to whiff punish that, I get punched.
Yeah, I feel like you have to have like a pretty good I guess like kind of like around the level of like where it's fit at a pretty good whiff punish like around that area because like. Seems to be the only place you can really hit him at.
But yeah, on certain characters, like I don't know how they do it. Like I feel like Urian beats Honda. I couldn't imagine if I was playing a character that like got 4-6 with Honda, how much I would hate it. Like throw tech into EX butt slam, fuck.
I heard that Honda Karen's pretty bad for Karen.
I believe it.
Yeah, because she can't really like punish anything. Like he's just kind of throwing out stuff, and she
you're just walking. You're trying to walk in, crouch medium kick. He's just throwing out hands in neutral, I'm sure, and shit.
Yeah, doing light headbutt. You run into it, trying to hit him for walking back.
I almost wouldn't hate Honda so much if they didn't make it so you need to stand block all his headbutts to punish. Like, it's so annoying.
It's kind of like a Blanca's, right? Where I know with Birdie.
Urian punishes all of them for free anyway.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. I know with Birdie, I gotta like stand block, with like medium. I think it's medium or light.
You have to stand block the light headbutt if you don't have meter, and then you can do medium punch bull head. But if you have meter, then EX bullet punishes everything. But yeah, if you don't have meter, you got to make it. You either got to make him whiff, or you got to stand block it, and be ready for the punish. So
yeah, I don't mind stuff like that, but I don't know. I think that's part of the reason that so many people have trouble with the matchup is they don't realize little things like that. But God, it's so annoying.
yeah, no, I hate playing. I hate playing Poison Honda. It's like for that exact reason. It's like he can kind of just throw stuff out, and you can keep him out, but like the risk and like what you do, because he has so much health and he does so much damage for what he does. It's like he kind of doesn't care, right? It's like Birdie Sim a little bit. Oh, what'd you say?
Life's just a resource to Honda. I can't say anything.
That's how I feel about like Birdie Sim. It's just because it's kind of a similar thing in that, all right, well, like you have to kind of just do shit, and eventually it's gonna work out if you get the right knockdown and you just happen
that's
to
how
steam
Sim is too. That's why it's one of my favorite matchups. It's so anime. Both characters just do whatever the fuck they want, and then those things interact in a weird way, and you have to, convert.
Okay. All right, to start wrapping this up, there was a couple other questions I had. So, Taj on Twitter did ask this one, so I figured it was pretty good one, guys.
He asked me why I didn't finish JoJo's, motherfucker.
Nah, I'm not. I didn't think that. But where did the name?
2,
huh?
I finished season 2, Taj.
You mean part 2?
Whatever, dog.
Whatever they want to call it.
Yeah, right. I don't. Not show's pretentious as fuck. Seasons. Where'd the name Rushdown come from? I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Well, before I played fighting games, I played RTS games, and my name was Rushdown. And I did not know anything about the fighting game version of the term. I just played, like Zerg and StarCraft, whatever. And then I switched to fighting games, and I was like, oh, that's a term in this too. So Rushdown version 2. Very simple.
Man, I was thinking there might have been something else to it, but yeah,
nothing fancy.
Yeah, man, I like that, man. Nice and simple. I like that, man.
A man with the name Tim probably appreciates simple. I respect that.
Well, my name was given to me, but yeah.
No, well, your gamer tag wasn't.
No, that was never. That was never my gamer tag.
What? Hold on. So, what were you before 4H Tim?
We'll save it for another episode.
No, go ahead.
I need to know right now.
No, we save it for another episode.
No, what are you for another episode? Because he knows I'm gonna light him up.
We're saving it for another episode.
Are you like XX?
Because it's really ironic. It's going to a long story, so I don't feel like doing all that.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Stay tuned next episode for that.
Okay, so another question that Taj had was, what are the requirements for you to play a character? I guess so. Like, what do you look for when you pick characters?
All right, so that's kind of a loaded question, right? Because I want to say I just need to enjoy the character, but I enjoy characters that win. so it's like, yes, the character needs to be enjoyable to me, like Urian is, but I enjoy putting people in fucked up situations and having a lot of options. So my character needs to be good, right?
Yeah.
Because your character can't be bad and put people in bad situations and have a lot of options.
I respect that.
I mean, you can play a bad character that puts people in fucked up situations in Street Fighter V, but you might not win from that very often.
Ooh.
Alex
doesn't ever put you in a fucked up situation.
I don't know, man.
I mean, other than when you block Lariat, that's the only. That might be the only fucked up situation.
Have you ever been
and sand medium punch? That's the mix up.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever been hit with a wake up Lariat before?
No.
I have.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
It's the worst day of my life.
I think if you were going to say the worst character that puts people in fucked up situations, and I'm going to get in trouble for saying this because a lot of people for some reason think this character is good, but I know she's ass, is Laura. That's a character that I don't think is good and just will put you in a fucked up situation.
Yeah. You see that?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like, I don't think Laura's great. She got better this season, but she's still not great. she still kind of has the same issues. I think people kind of let IDOM kind of skew them on this a little bit.
You really can't. Like, I was playing LT Gray the other day, right?
Mhm.
LT Gray is a really good Laura player, right?
Yeah.
And we have a good connection. I think I beat him 12-0. Maybe 12-1 or whatever. If I play IDOM, I cannot touch that man. It's not the character. It's just that he's that good.
Yeah.
IDOM
IDOM could be playing anybody and probably, do that.
Like, I feel like there's a certain level of skill you need to be at for when you play someone to just, real recognize real moment, right? Like, I feel like a lot of players watching IDOM don't realize how gross he is.
You don't really notice it till you play him, to be honest, because I played him a couple times. And you immediately notice it when you play him.
Even then, you don't really notice it until you play him when he's serious, right? Like, IDOM in ranked is not as good as like IDOM in that NLBC team tournament, whatever. IDOM in serious tryhard mode is a very scary animal. And it's like nothing that he does isn't counterable by you. You know all the options. You know how to beat what he does. He's just so good with where he places things. And which is really impressive because Laura is not a fast character.
Right.
His spacing on that character is really good for how slow she is. I don't know. I forget what we were talking about. But yeah, Laura sucks. IDOM's is really good. if you're losing to Laura and it's not IDOM, you probably have some shit you need to work on.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
But I see people putting like Laura top 10 now. No.
I think before we wrap it up, bro, remember how we were supposed to be talking about like Capcom Cup related things or CPT
Oh yeah,
stuff?
we didn't talk about that.
Yeah, we definitely get this out the way, bro.
All right, yeah, I guess we could end on that.
We probably should have talked about that when we were talking about online results mattering.
Yeah.
That
was good. What I was going to segue to, and then I forgot where my mind went to, where we just kept going on after that. So
yeah, I don't remember.
So they announced today. Well, I guess Ono tweeted out yesterday they're going to make an announcement about Capcom Cup for this year, and so they announced that Capcom Cup is going to be online, and so let me find the actual article. So.
I got you, dog.
They're gonna have 18 qualifiers, which are gonna be like by region. So I don't remember all the regions, but
they kind of two per region. I think there's two Middle East, 2 EU West, 2 EU East, 2 US West, 2 US East. That's 14? And I think there's 2 Japan and maybe like a China one or a Southeast Asia. I think that's
yes, 2 Southeast Asias.
The fact that there might be only 2 Japanese players in Capcom Cup blows me.
Amen.
That's crazy.
It'd be like that. You know what's crazy is that for some reason the Middle East is not part of the Asia. For whatever reason.
A lot of the EU homies and Asia homies that I know really complain about playing the Middle East. So I think the connection might not be great.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, either way, I didn't. I know, I saw Big Bird, complaining about it.
The Middle East players are going to be Big Bird and Angry Bird, right?
Is he still in the? Nox was really good in Street Fighter 4. I don't know how much he plays Street Fighter 5, but
he is really good.
Yeah,
but I don't think he's beaten either of them.
Especially maybe Pakistan might come out of nowhere, bro, and surprise us all.
It's definitely possible. I think that's one of the cooler things about seeing regional qualifiers like that is there's definitely a lot of scenes I don't know super deep. So I would be interested to see who else would come at it. If both of them don't make it and 2 other people make it, that'd be sick. Not that I don't like them. I like Big Bird a lot.
So we got 18 players from the online qualifiers. 1 player which was Adam, who won last year, and then there's a fan favorite vote-in that's going to be from the top 31 of Capcom Cup,
which is going to be, and I'm calling this right now, and you can call me prophetic. It's going to be Smug.
I could see.
I'll say Smug or Daigo.
Could be Bonchan. You know, Bonchan.
Daigo and Bonchan are good ones, but my money's on Smug. I feel like the region that would support Smug is just so much bigger than, you know, the Asian community that I think would support Daigo or Bonchan. Although there are a lot of Americans that would vote for Bonchan. I might vote for Bonchan. He's the GOAT. As far as I'm concerned. I was saying that since season 2 when he was, you know, playing Nash. And I was like, Bonchan's top 5 in the world. He just plays Nash. You guys don't understand. I think
he's definitely gross.
I like the pour one out for the World Warriors portion of Capcom Cup.
I mean, we didn't even know that was gonna be.
I know, but you know, like it was short lived. And
what you really gotta pour one out for is Rushdown V2 Street Fighter V Evo champion, because that's not happening now. We didn't.
Yo, shout outs to me owning like 3 of the 4 games on Evo Online.
I bought KI today. I haven't played it yet.
I own it, but Jesus Christ, like I am about to play KI.
I always wanted to play it. I mean, I did play a little bit of it, like I don't know, like 5 years ago, whatever. But I never stuck with it. But I mean, I always found the game, you know, interesting to watch. I think it's a sick game. It's just I've never sat down long enough to really get good at it. I think I probably have 20, 30 hours total playtime on that game, but I definitely have a soft spot for it.
All right, so we're definitely playing them Fighting Herds then, right?
I'm not playing that shit.
Yeah,
come on, bro. Come on, man.
I can't, dude.
You know, if Evo was really real, bro, they would have just added Street Fighter Cross 2nd to it.
Oh, okay.
What the game Evo really needed to have, and I don't even fucking like the game, so you know I'm not like chilling, is Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
You know what?
It does have good netcode.
Like the game has.
You know why it has good netcode? Because no one's playing on it. But
it's supposed to have like modified version of like Street Fighter's netcode. It's actually good rollback.
Yeah, no, it is. It's really good. It's good. Battle for the Grid. I thought it'd been cool to have it there.
That game. Tadachi plays that game, and every time I see him on Twitter playing that game, I'm like, this dude really plays this game, and then tries to beat my ass with Street Fighter V, and sometimes succeeds. I get so mad. I get super tight just thinking that that's what he's practicing before he plays me.
Hey, man.
Although the game, I mean, it looks cool. Like it looks fucked up. Like you get hit.
No, it definitely is.
You get hit and you just die. You explode.
I mean, we have Clockwork and Shady K working on it. Yeah,
Shady K, Clockwork. You might not get that reference.
No, I don't. No.
Damn. You really? Oh my god!
Is it like an FGTV like one? Like I don't know.
No, it's a Dark. I'll link you the Dark Prince interview after this. Washed up.
Oh,
Shady K.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about.
Boy, man, that's a classic.
Man, that is a classic. It won't be approved today of like today's FGC standards, but man, that's a classic.
Oh man, but yeah, so basically we've got 20 players that will qualify for Capcom Cup this year, and then the Capcom Cup isn't going to be in France anymore. They're moving it to the US, and it will take place first quarter of 2021, assuming all the COVID-19 stuff is cleaned up by then.
Go ahead and bring it to Atlanta.
I almost don't know. I wish it would be in Atlanta. Atlanta would be cool because I would make the drive up for Atlanta.
Yeah,
like if I didn't make it, which I will. I mean, I'll be competing. But... hey, dude. Honestly, East Coast United States with INOM not able to play is kind of a toss-up. There's so many people that could make it.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah.
Do is probably the only person I would say it's guaranteed, or like greater than a 50% chance.
Do or Sean is like kind of probably because Sean's been having issues with Urian, so I mean, obviously we have a lot of strong Urians on the East Coast.
I will bet you and I like Sean. Sean's a great guy. I enjoy it. I would bet money Sean doesn't make it.
I can see. I mean, it's going to be stacked. I think that's going to be the hardest region is like US.
I think Sean really struggles versus Urian, and I think Sean struggles, and I don't know this. I've never seen them play, but I want to bet it. And this is actually my dark horse pick is Joey.
Oh god. Yeah, that
He does
Joey's
really well in
not-
online tournaments.
his connection's pretty powerful.
Joey's
Wow.
Joey's good. No, my connection with Joey's fine. Joey's that dude that's like you always think you can beat him, or like you always think he's not doing anything fancy, but he's always just like 1/10 of a step ahead, right? Like no matter who he plays, it seems like that's the case. I like Joey. I think he's really good.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
All
fuck
right.
him,
Yeah.
he got-
All right, Greg. So this is your time to shine, bro.
It's my time to shine, huh?
It's your time to shine.
As the reigning RSF champion in the East Coast, you have a good shot at making Capcom Cup.
Look, bro. Look, all these other guys are trash. You know, I've seen you beat all these guys before, so you know.
You-
Look, I
you
gotta have luck on my side that day because
Dude,
you know
the
I'm
actual-
playing, huh?
the best thing you have going for you is that like your character beats all of Knuckle Dew's characters
Well, except G.
except
But-
G. No one beats
Like-
G. G doesn't play matchups. We've been over this.
Look, man, you just like all you gotta do is block. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Well, see, that's the problem with G because
Danger.
eventually you're gonna block, and then there comes a guess after that.
yeah. Eventually, you're gonna die for blocking.
Like,
But what I was gonna say was yeah, you know, I'm gonna have to have some luck because you know I have the 2 assists by my side when I play this game. So my children.
look, I'm gonna come through. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we're going to Chuck E. Cheese, put on some clothes, throw on your mask.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
daddy's working at that point
You know what
because
I'm
that's a lot of money.
Hey, just don't forget about me. You know what I'm saying? Once you win, you're like, hey, I got my hype man with me, and you get a plane ticket for him, and we're going to Capcom Cup, bro.
Yeah, did they
Look.
release anything about the prize structure? By the way, is it like the same?
Oh, they're probably not gonna have any money on this. I bet.
No, not for the online tournaments.
Oh, for Capcom Cup itself.
No, they probably they didn't release like a video or anything for it. This is all everything in writing. So
Yeah,
we'll
like,
wait.
There's
And see.
online qualifiers for a $250,000 tournament. That's crazy.
Well, but that goes back to the consistency thing, right? Nobody, I don't think anybody
There's not going
is
to be any
gonna
bad players.
yeah, nobody's gonna sneak in this that couldn't be capable of maybe getting the Capcom Cup. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
There-
you saying
I would argue that anyone that makes it would be someone who would at the very least have chance of like on a good day making like a top 8 at a premiere, like pulling
Yeah.
like a dual Kevin and getting in there at CEO or whatever.
all right? So look, Greg, you definitely got this. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
Everybody we've named so far, you've definitely beaten, bro.
Greg's got it. I think Greg's a good contender. Greg's
Like, man,
like
he be
top 10.
disappointing me, bro. You know what I'm saying? All he had to do last year was beat Brutus. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you lost to Brutus?
oh
All he
yeah,
had
no,
to
I
do was
fucked
beat Brutus,
up. Look,
and he should have just picked Sim.
look, no, I'm not gonna play.
I'm not saying
why
I'm
would
my
you
bad.
do
Poison. I think he could have just picked Poison.
No,
Greg could have picked any of those characters. Birdie, Sib, and Poison all do well versus Geek.
No, he
So-
played,
well,
he played
picked
Abigail.
Abigail.
Whatever.
Yeah, because me and Brutus played enough to where he doesn't pick
Yeah.
Geef in the
All
birdie
right.
matchup anymore.
I thought you lost to the Geek. All right, so
Yeah.
this is more reasonable now.
Yeah, but I did fuck up like that. I don't know what it was. Like even Brutus said like I just choked, which I did. I mean, I just didn't play. I didn't play well in top 16 in that tournament. But
Sounds like the Greg special with me.
Talking about
Man.
Greg disappointing people, what about that set where you played versus Dan Slip? I was upset. I think that cost me $50. I bet.
Look, man, this is Greg be disappointing people, bro.
You were winning too. I forget what happened. Like I think you were up like a game and a round, and then you just got.
yeah, actually there was a combo that was gonna kill him, and I think I fucked it up or something like that. And that would have been it.
I had $50 on that. I don't know if I lost it too. That'd be tight.
There's so many. Look, there's a long video archive of me just like plenty of examples on YouTube of me just giving shit away. Like I mean, I don't want to like talk about my shit too much because this isn't really about me. So I'm not gonna.
Oh,
I'm not gonna go-
but we can talk about me all day. This is wild.
Oh, that's funny. You know,
Yeah, it's hilarious. That's the point. That's the only thing I would listen to.
there's definitely a match on YouTube of me like in Street Fighter 4.
Oh, I know what you're talking
fu-
about. The Sea Viper, and it's on the overpass stage or whatever.
No, well, not that, but I mean that did chase me around long enough. But there
I've
was
seen
a
that.
there's a video of me playing PR Rog in tournament, and then I'm fucking him up, like, and then I miss an anti-air, and then I just lose from then on. Like it
Yeah, dude, it was when you were playing Dead Slip. I think you were up a game and a round, and then it was just like one drop, and then everything cascaded the wrong way downhill. Like it was just
Yeah. That's
It's
just
like
that's
that
how
when,
I'm either. That's the thing with me. I'm either playing super well or like I just like I'll make one mistake and it just snowballs after that. Like there's sometimes where I fuck up and I'm able to recover, but like yeah, there's definitely like a history of me just making a mistake and it just going downhill.
that's Street Fighter 5 though, right? Although you
Yeah,
said
but I feel like I'm good enough that I should be able to like recover. But it's just I think it's a mental thing with me sometimes, which I think I've gotten better at it, but I'm still not great, you know. But yeah, like from where I used to be, I used to let little shit like that just like always kill me. But yeah, I mean I'm still not there, but yeah, I've gotten a little bit better at it.
yeah, momentum's real.
Yeah.
You're trash.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
So,
Tim.
Tim, who's your prediction then for the two people?
Hey, I'm on money on Magnegro here.
My predict. I'm saying Do and Joey. Actually, I'm saying Do and myself.
You
In the unlikely event that I don't.
There you go. You got it.
know what? I'm gonna throw Terrence in there as well.
Terrence's ass online.
I was about to say Terrence doesn't do very well online at all. I've beaten Terrence online plenty of times, and I know it wouldn't happen like that if we played offline that much.
Terrence is incredible, but I would be so surprised if he won. He has the ability to, but I would be really surprised. Because not only is he bad online, he hates online.
Oh, I mean, I don't blame him. It's like
Yeah, I don't
terrible.
blame you.
Yeah, I hate online.
I mean, Chun's super fucking degenerate online though, so he should be good. But he definitely be underperforming online. He's like dual Kevin. They're like the only two people that are just like worse online.
Yeah, everybody be beating Dual Kevin online. And it wouldn't happen offline, right? Like it's just not easy enough to beat somebody like that. Somebody solid like that, at least. All right, cool. Shit, that's pretty much all I had, man. Tim, did you have anything else you wanted to ask him?
No.
I mean, Greg, who were your picks? You didn't give us your picks.
Oh shit, my picks for East Coast. I'm gonna say Do and
You can't have him. He's on my team.
huh?
You still pick the safe bets,
You
huh?
can have him. He's on my team.
All right, well, I'm gonna say myself and
That's what I like to see. That's what I like to hear, man.
I like that confidence.
I'm gonna say myself and oh, nobody picked Sean, right?
You pick Sean.
I said I would bet Shine doesn't make it, and I hate to say that because he is really good.
I think Sean. I think he'll make it. That'd be my two picks.
You know, I didn't even say Neon. I'll put Neon as an honorable mention.
I will never put respect on that man's name.
Damn.
He could win. He could, but I can.
See, he's gonna get the grand finals, and I'm gonna fuck him up, and then that's how I'm gonna win. See,
Hey, that's
you
all I
go.
like to hear. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Atlanta.
Dude, Neon was supposed to be on our NLBC team, and he bailed. He didn't want to play. What a punk! I needed him. I needed him to randomize on that. That was literally my plan.
Hey, you know what? Blame that on Greg. He could he should have been fucking up.
Dude, I thought Greg was gonna do. There was like I started out. I was really down in the dumps. I was like, damn, I don't know. Greg hasn't been playing. He said he's not confident. He ain't gonna do shit. And then he took a game, and I was like, oh. I started to believe.
Look, man. Look, everybody's sleeping on Magnegro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the number one Magnegro fan. You know what I'm saying?
I was saying he was top 5 in the country for a while.
Hey, man, he definitely is. You know.
Look, I'm all right. You know,
I'm right there.
okay.
I'm right there, right behind him. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely top 100. You know what I'm saying? Not really. I'm trash. I'm trash at the moment.
You're his student.
I'm trash at the moment.
All great players have a student. You're great.
I'm like Greg's to Justin's Noel Brown. Just without
Greg's better than me. So
hold on, but see, I'm gonna stop you there because at least Noel, you know what I'm saying, he had all right. He would give Justice a pretty good advice sometimes. Have you stepped in to give that type of advice before?
Yeah, and you've done it. What?
I'm trying to think.
You're telling me all the tournaments we've been to, you haven't took. Whoa! Time out. There's definitely been tournaments we've been to where I'm like, yo, bro, you should probably stop doing that and do this. and then you actually like turn around and done what I told you to do, and you won.
Look, I might just not remember it. Maybe
Look,
all I remember was
We're the
all right, guys. Appreciate you guys coming to the episode. You know, it was great. Rushdown. Hey, the episode was fun. You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
I loved your background story, all that cool jazz. You're a great guy, great Union player. You know,
Tim is running when he's saying good shit to get me out the door.
you know,
He would never respect me like that.
you know, fuck you, Greg.
wow.
You piece of shit. You know what? I'm not watching your kids that Saturday in like 3 weeks, so you're on your own. Yeah, that's it. That's it of the show. Oh, my Twitter handles on my, you can catch me at 4HTim on Twitter, Twitch, twitch.tv/4HTim. Hey, Rushdown, where can I? Oh, I'm coming back with the OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be there. Get ready. The content is coming. Please, yes, that's what I heard. Hey, where can we find you at? Rushdown on Twitter and all that cool stuff. Your socials.
I mean, if you're listening to this and you want to follow me because you make poor choices in life, twitch.tv/rushdownv2 and Twitter, same thing. Yeah, don't do that though. Don't. My timeline's not good. You don't want to be a part of that. It's got a lot of Tim content on it, and it's just.
So, you got a lot of degenerates? Okay. You're
I mean, if you want to see him press stand heavy kick 20 times and still win.
Yeah,
quality content.
Try to rationalize.
I thought it was like the other content I might like.
No.
All right. Never
Tim
mind.
content like Tim gameplay, like see.
Well, my gameplay is great.
Tim, why'd you do that jump back heavy kick? I was trying to EX Bullhorn.
Well, no, I've been me trying to EX Revenger.
No.
You would be. You know what?
When we were hold on. That's actually a true story. When we were doing the first to 10 for Korean barbecue, that I let you win so that Greg would have to buy you it.
Did you let me win or did I win?
I mean, either way, the same result. Greg bought you Korean barbecue.
I definitely won.
I forgot all about that. I'm kind of shitty.
I definitely won. I won 10-7.
You definitely did jump back medium kick and said, "Oh, I wanted EX Bullhorn."
I feel like I've been Revenger if I did that. You know what I'm saying?
No way.
Yeah, because
Bullhorn's
not a command. Well, I mean, you gotta hold on buttons and release it, but it's not
that's why it's funny.
It's not gotta put like an input or anything.
That's the joke.
I feel like you're just okay. You know what, guys? Fuck Greg's socials. He probably posted in his bio or whatever.
Man, you know what I'm saying? You guys can follow me on Twitter at Boombox0. You can also check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/Magnegro with a 0 instead of O at the end. And if you're listening to this podcast on YouTube, which you might be, it's youtube.com/c/Magnegro. And yeah, I mean, shit, that's it.
All right, everybody.
You're the only person with complicated socials. Everyone else is the exact same.
Man, I couldn't get. Yeah, I couldn't get so I can't get Magnegro because there's a dude that had the account 7 years ago that is still sitting on it, so I can't get that.
Brian F.
Yeah, basically. So, and then I couldn't just get regular Magnegro on Twitch either. Somebody has that. So, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, Rushdown, man, appreciate you coming on, man.
Anytime.
So yeah, man.
That's not true, but you know what I mean.
Well, we got the exclusive. Rushdown hadn't gone on any podcast.
Roger Flash gonna kick my ass.
Yeah,
he's asking me for 2 years.
But
hopefully he watches this train wreck and says, "You know what? I'm glad I didn't invite him on. He's an idiot."
All right, cool. Well, I appreciate it, man. So we'll be back another week for this. So y'all take it easy.